DCA adventure is rated F for fucking awesome.
Yo, Crypto Nation, it's an FA Friday. We got Chris here. We got Gundy. You got myself, Nemesis. Yo, what's up? Hey, man, I think we need an announcement right off the bat, my man. We need to start it off with an FA, dude.
Yo. Ladies and gentlemen, DCA adventure is rated F for strong language, use of alcohol, mature humor, shenanigans, and for being fucking awesome.
Yo, drop those FAs in the Chizzity chat, y'all. Yo, man, you said alcohol. Well, all right, I guess I'll go get some alcohol. Hold on a second.
Yeah, come on.
Hurry up.
You should have did that after your pregame grumpy, you know.
You're taking too long.
Oh, man. How's the wonderful world of solar?
Out freaking standing.
Yeah.
I got a bill yesterday, so today I'm doing some things, taking care of getting that built up. So I'm excited. Yo, Mike's Hard Lemonade? What? This YouTube channel's not actually sponsored by Mike's, but we all fucking love it.
Right. Hard mango. This stuff's delicious. I'm just saying.
I make my own.
We got proof of alcohol here.
At least it's not a Bud Light.
Exactly, right? I haven't suddenly turned gay, right?
I'm not a big Anheuser-Busch fan.
I mean, it's fruity, but it ain't that fruity.
Right. I'm still not a Dylan Mulvaney fan. We're all good.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Crypto Bedell says his girl likes the mango.
Dude, she's got good taste.
I don't know. If I'm gonna get ripped though, like too many of those give you a wicked.
See, I don't really get. See, that's the thing. I don't. It's not the way that I go to get drunk.
Well, of course not.
No. It's just to have it's like a few and you're good to go. You know. If I want to sit there and get all sauced, you know, tequila, cognac, stuff like that, you know.
Tequila's, yeah.
I get the good tequila, you know. You get the top shelf stuff, man. You serve that at room temperature, and it's delicious.
You ever do like margaritas?
Huh?
You ever do like homemade margaritas?
Yes.
Next time you do it. So
tequila.
Before you dip it in the salt. And it's freaking amazing.
Oh yeah, I don't get the salt or sugar usually on the rim.
Well,
I can drink it with no training wheels.
Well,
good for you. So proud.
Well, no, it's like you get a lot of people do that because they're real sensitive on the tequila taste. And if you got a garbage tequila getting made in there with it,
yeah,
it's like, oh my God, it just ruins the whole experience.
Makes me vomit.
Right? It's like you got to have good tequila, and it's got to be like the mix is, if it's homemade mix, it's got more flavor in there than anything you've ever had before.
You need to squeeze your own limes, man. Come on.
Oh, you know it. Proof of work, right? Proof of work. Yo, it's tied into crypto. And some of those people, and some people will take Bitcoin for it nowadays too. Yo, I'm just saying, coming a long way. Cheers to that.
Still any of my Bitcoin at this point, unless I had to, pay a bill. But Not gonna do it. Not financial advice, but I'm hodling, big bill.
Yo.
DCA Friday.
Right.
Mikhail must have been having too much FA time at his day job, man.
He must be doing
man.
something.
Might have got all tuckered out.
Yeah. I start my job on Monday.
Oh no!
What job did you get?
Another one.
Back in an automotive field.
Yeah.
That's where you can make the most profit long time.
They offered me a decent amount of pay, per book hour.
He made an offer you can't refuse.
With full benefits. I was like, all right. He's like, what would it take for you to pull your box into my shop? Because it's a friend of mine. And I'm like, it's gonna cost you, dude. And he's like, yeah. He's like, sit down. He's like, reasonably, what would you want?
$72 per labor hour. No, that's when you get all.
So it's a local shop.
Yeah.
Well, that's when you get all complicated on them, and you start telling them you want a 60-40 split.
60-40 split with 401k, life insurance, dental.
It's still kind of it's still kind of corporate. It's a smaller corporate setting, but I knew it's like, because it's corporate setting on there, I know I can squeeze a little more out of the deal than I would normally be able to see.
So it's not a local mon pie. It's actually a local that's actually grown to a corporate scale.
The original company sold to this one.
Okay.
Because I worked for the original company that owned the shop years ago.
Pet Boys?
Yeah.
No. It wasn't Pet Boys. No, I mean, as a mechanic.
Yeah,
I wrenched over there a long time, many moons ago.
You're working at Pet Boys anyway.
So this is a facility you've been to before. Okay. Just it's under new ownership, new management, and they remember your work.
No, so some of the crew that's over there I used to work with them over at Firestone when I was wrenching over there. So they all know that I'm pretty good. So it's like, because I turned it like by default, I went from B tech to lead tech. By default, I was like, this is big boy pants. They were like, can you do this job? And I'm like, I've never done it before. Is it in all data?
Yeah.
We're good to go.
Hey, listen. A very smart guy told me once upon a time, if a man made it, a man can fix it.
Yep, pretty much.
Get out your EWD and start testing some shit.
Yeah, exactly. Test some stuff around. If you go a little bit older, it's even more rudimentary. If you go, pre-computer, it's very simple to figure stuff out.
Oh yeah.
But I'll be going right back into doing it at, like, they've got the lead tech's already got like 2 engine jobs and a trainee job. So it's like he's like you start on Monday, right? And I'm like,
hey, you can't use that kind of terminology anymore, my friend.
Yeah, you can't say training anymore.
I denounce this woke ideology robbing me of my automotive language.
And you can't say male and female parts of tools.
I do not care.
People have been calling it that for way long.
Things sometimes are a son of a bitch, and people have to get over it.
You can no longer say put it on the nipple.
Ooh, sure you can.
But yeah, I mean, it's like, I haven't wrenched for a shop in
been a few years.
It's been
13 years.
Let's see. It's been
And I told them, I'm like, bro, you know it's been a hot minute since I've wrenched for somebody. He's like, yeah, but you still wrench, right? And I'm like, off and on I wrench. He's like, you know your stuff, right? I'm like,
You're
didn't
still building shit in the back of your garage, right?
Not just for me, right?
Then you're qualified, motherfucker.
Well, somebody had told him that. Well, he's been trying to get me to come into that shop for a hot minute, and he's like, "Would you be willing to pull your toolbox out of retirement?" He said it to me once.
Anybody with a half a brain to
Well, congratulations.
But I told it's also one of those things of they've got management problems over there, and if it just pisses me off enough, I'm just not gonna tolerate it.
Yeah. You come to the certain age, you just like your fuck off meter just goes off like
yeah. It's like I don't want to hear people like, yeah, you give me work and you give me a big job. I don't want 8 million different mini jobs in the middle of my big job. Leave me alone with my big job and let me get the one big job out of the way so that it can be done in a timely fashion. Yeah. Everything else is a damn distraction and get out of my way.
Every time I end up back in before when I was at the end of my career, I'd always be the guy stuck doing all the German cars, so nobody else wanted to touch them.
Yeah. I don't really have a problem. I don't have a problem with the German built cars. They're simple but overly engineered.
Yeah, I mean it's
and they don't give you enough room. They don't quite give you enough room for everything.
No.
You know, that's the only thing that pisses me off about it is that there's times where you're like. You want to sit there and put a little clearance dent right into the strut tower housing to get the valve cover off.
Yeah.
if anybody's worked on a BMW, you'd know what I'm talking about with the passenger side valve cover.
It's like having to take the engine out just to change the oil filter.
Hey,
well, you know about Ferrari and Lamborghini then, huh?
Cadillac North Star engine. You got to do an oil pan on that thing. You got to take the whole engine out.
Oh yeah.
That's what happened.
Oh no, what I love about the North Star motors is that 99% of what people suspected was the oil pan gasket failure. It was actually the lower crankcase seal, which is the main bearings for your crankshaft because of the way that they capture the block in there, and the gasket that goes all around the perimeter likes to blow out, and it's because of the PVC valve actually failing in the system and allowing the crankcase gases to expand.
That stupid little $12 part you could have fucking saved your motor with.
Right, I know. Now you've got almost a $2,000 repair bill for an oil leak that would have costed you maybe $100 8 months ago.
See, it's shit like that makes me think if I ever get a Lamborghini, I'd like to find out. Just experiment. Could I put a Hellcat engine in there instead?
Hellcat motors are actually some of the most unreliable fucking motors out there.
I'm just saying.
Hate to dog
put a
on
fucking
them.
Corvette engine in there instead, just to
And
make
that-
it more reliable.
No, because the Lamborghini motors are not bad. I don't have a problem with the Lamborghini motors.
I mean, that's their only individuality because if you look underneath
right
them,
there.
all their components say V-dub or Audi.
Yep. They have sensor problems because they've got the cheaper lineup of sensors. For some oddball reason, a high-end car is a hypercar is gonna have low-end sensors on there.
But they couldn't put Bosch sensors in there.
Just they could scrounge up.
Oh yeah, they cut budgets, and when they come in, you figure out where. It's like a Bugatti, 1 out of 2 times it doesn't start.
It just don't. It just won't do
It
it.
just won't start one day. You just get into a click.
There's nothing you can do to make it do it.
Why? And then you have a 90%, you have a 50-50 chance of a panel randomly flying off if you're doing high speeds at a racetrack.
Yeah.
Seriously, that's like the dumbest thing ever. It's like, oh, we're gonna pay $100,000 for a car that falls apart just because it looks cool.
The wife's like, why does it have to
Fuck
be at the
that.
racetrack? And I'm like, well, I've got to promote people to safely drive at high speeds in a proper
Yeah.
designated spot, right, babe?
Yeah, we can't actually say, go over 100 on the highway.
Right, we're not Hunter Biden. Oh, did I go there? Oh!
Burn.
The White House
100,
doing it.
170 miles an hour going to Vegas on crack? What? Say it ain't true.
And
Dude.
they take their show on the road to the White House and blow lines.
I know, right? Right out, we're blowing lines right outside the situation room. We got a situation.
Oh, somebody
yeah.
So
All these situations point a certain direction.
So I actually do have another announcement.
Uh-oh. He's
for
serious
those
now.
of
He's
you
serious.
that
Hold
were-
on, guys.
Hold on. I gotta put the serious hat on.
Oh. We
For
got the
those of
serious
you-
hat. Yes.
For those of you that have been paying attention in the Discord, DogeLord Coffee is going to be open for a limited time because we're going to be bringing back some merch at the request of one of our fellow community members who had a bleach accident with their Savage Mind t-shirt.
Say
So,
what?
I'm going to be bringing back some of the classic DogeLord.com merch per request, like serious requests
wait.
of purchase only.
Say that again.
I'm going to be bringing back some of the classic DogeLord.com merch. So
Thank you, Jesus.
Everybody, open up a tab. Open up a new tab and go to DogeLordCoffee.com right now.
yeah, it's open. It's
You
open.
got to go there right now, but open up a new tab. Don't forget to open up a new tab. It will
Yeah,
take
you
you
gotta
off
move
of our
it.
YouTube channel if you don't.
Yeah.
Somebody will get too excited and they'll forget.
two of you
I mean,
really
this is a monumental moment.
But yeah,
Am I building enough FOMO for this?
Yeah.
well, here's some FOMO for you.
Oh,
If DogeLord Coffee is to stay online and not close down to the public again, I'm gonna need 10 coffee subscriptions, 10 of them, just to keep the store open. Because otherwise, once this limited time it's open closes, it's going to be closed for a while I'm focusing on the job. All right, I'm only opening it up for. I was going to open it up for one person, and if I'm opening it up for one person, I might as well open it up for everybody. So, yeah, chump change merch, pocket change merch, DCA merch.
Like to hear it, yeah.
If there's stuff that you missed out on, now's the time. Send me a DM. Serious inquiries only, because I have to replicate everything from scratch.
Oh yeah.
Right, so it's not going to be a perfect replica. Like, I don't remember the exact size of Savage Minds,
This one.
Bitcoin. Yeah, that one right there. I don't remember the exact size and placement. I know a rough estimate where it's supposed to be and how big it's supposed to be. So
Sure. Yeah, it's starting to get to the point where the little letters are starting to fall off in the wash. I'm like, no.
now you can get a V2.
Oh yeah.
version 2.0,
Right.
limited edition.
Put it in a plastic. I'm tired of this one.
2 cool.
So yeah, guys, I'm not pushing the subscriptions at all, but if you are anticipating starting a coffee subscription, talk to your buddies and definitely have them get one too, because I need a minimum of 10 coffee subscriptions in order to keep the store open.
And this is past the month that you're just going to be open, right?
Yeah.
It gets expensive to try to operate a business without funding or a bunch of customers.
Yeah. I don't have the funds to just keep throwing money into it with no customers.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, that's the
It's really
same
working.
situation I had with the family mine. It was just like without investors coming in to help expand the power so that I can bring in the customers necessary to pull profits. It was dead. The project was dead in the
Catch
water.
22, yeah.
yeah, and that's the thing. That's the
What
thing.
if you do and you're closed
Anyway,
at
So I
12?
feel
taking the
you.
hat off.
I feel you on that one.
So I'm looking at. I started making a list. I'm making merch so far for 3 people: Actarius, yourself, Gundy, and Pocket
Yeah.
Change.
You know I need it. I need it. It's like crack. I need it. Don't call me
I
Hunter.
mean, I didn't mind having my Shopify store because it was like at the time it was like $30 a month. Who cares? I can tolerate $30 a month even if
Yeah.
there's no customers.
When you got 100 G mine and you got a little bit overhead, you know.
Right. So the only reason why I shut mine down is that Shopify with Apple was like going after crypto mining, and they were like all anti-mining. I was like, screw you
Oh, yeah.
guys.
Yep.
As soon as you
Uh,
put anything on
So
there.
there's the link right there in the chat. Go ahead and open it in a new tab. Currently, I only have what's already been in existence on DogeLord Coffee. I've not updated and created anything new, but yeah, the original merch from DogeLord.com is coming back, as well as I got a request for something new from another community member who has another outside community for like the Concealed Network. So I'll probably do something for them as well. So yeah, limited edition, open for a limited time only, unless I get enough to keep the store open. So yeah, that's the announcement. Yay!
Yay!
Woohoo! All right. In
Thank
the
you,
meantime,
DogeLord.
ladies and
Thank
gentlemen,
you.
smash that like button. Give us an FA in the chat if you're still here and you're excited about DogeLord Coffee opening again.
Hell yeah, we are. Gotta get your merch on, baby. There was quite amazing things that came out of that store. They will be missed. You still got that hoodie, right? Zip up one.
Which hoodie? I have a couple hoodies.
The old OG triple OG Bitcoin, like in the yellow and orange writing.
Oh yeah, the
the
one with, like,
graffiti one.
Yeah,
yeah, I've got the graffiti one.
on top.
That I've got that one in the closet over there, and I've also got the newer one that's black on orange. So
Ooh. Oh no, Sadie's broke. Yeah, join the club. I wish I could buy out the whole store, but I'd probably be picking a few selected things. Stuff that I need. I need it. I need it.
I know, seriously.
I'm going through shopping withdrawal.
I
I gotta purchase something. It's been so long.
Look at Pepe.
I'm on my last bag of DogeLord coffee.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, here at the house. Yeah,
Oh no.
I'm like halfway through it. I got a 2-pound bag of the.
Bedell
Italian
still
roasted
has
whole bean.
chocolate covered crotch crickets, though.
He does. Okay.
Yes,
Awesome.
he still has that.
Nice. Oh, that was a good one.
I know,
Yeah.
right?
I think I saw Tick Shinji wear it on his stream a couple of times.
Yeah, he's worn it more than a few times.
I'm always laughing when I see it. Look.
And don't pull a Tech Shinji shirt.
Yeah. So who's ready? Who's ready for the fall of fiat currency? Me.
Me.
I
By the
mean,
way, since I won't be having any more chocolate-covered crotch crickets on my store, here's a link for you guys in case you wanted some. It's good. Ah, darn. Hold on. Link's too long. There we go. I'll do this link.
You should, Vidal, man. That thing's gonna be super limited edition, you know. Oh, you got an affiliate link for Amazon for that?
That's not affiliate.
No.
No. I mean, I have the affiliate stuff set up. I just never use it.
Yeah, what are you gonna get? Like 13 cents on a shirt or something?
Yeah, one of the things that I was asked to bring back was actually the Savage Mind poster. So that the one with the Bitcoin that Gundy's wearing right now. So
Yes.
I'll be bringing the Savage Mind shirt back. That one right there. The same poster. I'll be bringing that back. I'll be bringing back one of the DCA desk mats and pocket change leggings.
Ooh, I gotta get some of those.
Love you, pocket.
Just kidding.
No, seriously, she really was very excited when she heard about that in the Discord. She's like, oh,
Super excited.
yeah. So
Hey man, when you have a good pair of clothing or something that you like to wear, you know, chilling around the house or what have you, it really sucks when you gotta send it to the
well, yeah, I mean,
the trash
as
can
this-
graveyard, you know?
look at this, okay? This classic right here, okay? But it's so damn comfortable.
Yeah, that is an OG shirt right there. Ooh. I should wear my my GPU Jesus shirt. It's a little small now.
What, you got swole or you just
He's got dad
wait.
bod. He's got dad bod.
If I get an extra large and like wash it and then dry it, it's like I can't wear it anymore. It turns into a belly shirt. Like what the heck?
He's trying to politely tell you he's got a dad bod.
I mean, slightly, of course, but or 230. So I mean, an extra large is always too short.
And you need a one. You need
well,
a.
I've
you need
been
a
wearing
2X,
extra
bro.
larges for more than a few years now.
I can wear a large tall, but it's got to be long, you know.
But since I left my security job, I've dropped 30 pounds.
Yeah, because
All those donuts.
I didn't eat the donuts. That's the one thing I did not
Yeah, these Krispy Kremes. Get it right.
eat. No, they had free food at
Uh-huh.
the in the galley, like in the cafeteria.
You were just munching all night. That's what happened.
Well, I also grew up on a farm, so you know, if there's food on your plate, you better fucking eat it.
Yeah. Oh, so your eyes are bigger than your tummy.
My eyes were always bigger, so I would. So when they took away the custom meal where you could actually, you know, order something, I always ordered like the breakfast tacos because they were small and
Yeah,
it's like 150 calories per
still hungry.
taco, you know. But they took that away, and now it's just, you know, buffet style.
Yeah. At the end, just pour syrup all over the whole thing. I feel the cholesterol now. Yes.
Cricket tells us most of us have the pandemic body.
Yeah.
Yo, MC, what's up? You just missed the announcement. DogeLord Coffee's coming back for a limited time.
Yeah. Get
Uh,
it. Scroll up.
and classic designs are coming back per request. So if there's any designs that you want to come back that you're seriously considering purchasing, send me a DM and I'll make it happen for you.
Really nice to Chris. He'll make it happen for you. You know. Such a nice guy, man. Oh man. So nice. But yeah. Other than that, all I hear is like all these people that said Bitcoin was a fraud or online for
And then BlackRock came out and said, it's digital fucking gold, assholes.
saying, wait, we never said that. What was that, 2017 when we told you it was snake oil, stay away? When we were
No. That's JP Morgan. I'm talking about BlackRock. BlackRock.
No,
just-
J.P. Morgan and Warren Buffett were saying that. J.P. Morgan decided to make their JP coin. It was a total failure, and And God, there's Nassim Taleb, and one other guy that looks at Bitcoin as rat poison for the economy.
I think he's getting paid to say that. John Germain says both my young daughter and brother-in-law had heart attacks after the jab. Damn.
That's
holy.
Sorry to hear that.
Well, the actual statistics are coming out now.
Yep.
Yeah, you know,
are we allowed to even talk about this?
Hold on.
Are we supposed to still? Hold on. Before we get into this, we have to do the YouTube thing. The vaccines are safe and effective, totally good, and reduce the transmission of the virus. With that being said,
why are you
continue.
Selling out?
No.
Why are you selling out?
No. The problem is that we're trying to make sure we don't really get nastily screwed by YouTube. You can talk about the scamdemic, but you have to make the disclaimer that the vaccine is totally safe and effective.
This is all opinion.
Which is complete fabrication because, let's face it, okay? Videos just came out from one of the doctors that was actually looking at the studies. And when it came to the tests, they were A/B testing. And the adverse reaction rates were so dang high, they actually brought in and started injecting people with the placebo just to bring the rates down.
They had more adverse reactions documented by the CDC in 3 days than they've ever seen with any other vaccine deployment ever in history. They had over 50,000 adverse reactions in 3 days.
Well,
let's not forget there's actually like jab 1, jab 2, jab 3. Okay, so maybe jab 1 you didn't have any adverse effects. Okay, but in the ingredients they had like trace amounts of aluminum or whatever the hell. All right, in jab 2 there'd be trace amounts of mercury, but it's totally normal and okay. It's parts per million are acceptable for human consumption or human use.
They put that in.
But here's the problem.
They're just too lazy to take it out.
Mercury and aluminum, like liquid mercury and aluminum, when together, actually have an adverse reaction to each other, and they will expand and break apart, which causes blood clots.
It looks like the fibrous crap they'll be pulling out of people.
Yep. It's almost like how gallium reacts to aluminum. It just eats right through it.
It's like they got the test tube kit from junior high chemistry class, and they're just testing shit out inside of you.
Yo, nerd 2188.
That's why other countries doing studies started banning or prohibiting the uses of particular vaccines because they were early on being linked directly to the issues. Like, people didn't even walk out of the doctor's office before having a problem.
Well, those of us who remember the swine flu vaccination, it was very short-lived. A couple people started dying. They pulled it immediately. It was gone. No one could get it anymore. So what happened this time around? I don't think.
They were making too much money. That's what happened.
They doubled down, and it was all subsidized kickbacks from the John Q taxpayer, so it didn't mean nothing. Well, and they tried to force vaccinate people into doing this stuff, and
yeah. Oh, you could get it, man, but then you get a free joint.
It's totally voluntary, but if you don't get it, you can't work with us anymore. Yeah, totally voluntary.
Yep. It's like, your voluntary is okay, but then we can voluntarily just not schedule you anymore either. Yeah. So, I mean, we're taking on this voluntary action together, and together we grow stronger, right?
In the meantime, you lose your house, you can't feed your family, and
look at all the major cities, man. I mean, these are probably once very productive people who decided to say no to the jab, and now look at them.
Oh, you mean like the doctors and nurses that were hailed as heroes for taking it on when it first came out before the vaccine, but then
the ones that were
fired?
dancing?
Oh, wait. I'm sorry, not fired. They were permanently let go
Permanently let go. It's like we live in
for
clown
not
world.
getting the
It's like
injection
they're
themselves
closing
and
one
not
thing,
recommending it to any of their clients.
We're separating ways. So I'm
after
fine.
knowing
But
the adverse
these are the
effects.
same ones that were making the dancing videos too, right?
Jeez.
I mean, I just want to make sure that we're talking about the same nurses that during the height of the pandemic they were making TikTok videos dancing. You know, because they were so overwhelmed.
Well, I'm a very skeptical guy. Going down, I actually went to all my hospitals around the area. I didn't see nothing I saw on TV. It didn't look like any of that shit. I was like, I'm not none of this stuff. Like, there's some crazy, weird, I can't explain kind of things going on, and I'm just like, my what do they call it?
You think they're doing it like they were organizing protests on Craigslist, $1,500 to show up?
Yeah.
Or the January 6th FBI CIA event. Sure.
Dude, that was the worst part of.
Oh no, it's public now that that this was mostly CIA and FBI.
Well, you know, there's a lot.
The majority of the people don't know that because the news won't cover it. And if
they're gonna whitewash it,
small little
no, they won't. They
at the bottom.
They won't even do that. They'll whitewash this.
Well,
they whitewash it by not giving it airtime.
Well, yeah. Just like how the CIA actually admitted that they were responsible for the assassination of Martin Luther King Jr.
Yeah.
But what do the history books still say?
Yeah. That's like that one guy. They found he was he was tied to a tree with a knife in his chest, and he was deemed it was suicide.
Like with a shotgun shell to the back of the head, right?
Tied to a tree with a knife in him, and he committed suicide.
Oh, this one's got two bullet holes in his head. That was suicide. Right. 2 bullets to the head means suicide.
How's baby? Did you put the baby down?
What?
Is baby in your arms right now?
No, right now he's not.
Getting rocked.
I kicked him to the curb, man.
Are the gentle sounds of DCA Adventures rated F?
No, he's finally asleep. He's been a lot.
Yeah.
He's been a lot.
Is he like walking around holding on to things yet?
Probably growing teeth and getting angry.
Oh, he's just very angry, but he's got like 7 teeth.
Oh yeah, super angry. I used to get so angry, like because she was in so much pain, she just like thrash out at
well,
people.
I mean, the old school remedy
Motrin only does so much, with so many teeth coming in at one time.
Well, there's the old
school
school remedy.
Imagine how much pain they're actually in, you know what I mean?
I mean, there is the old school remedy of Jack Daniels in your finger as a measurement.
You mean Grandpa's cough medicine?
Yes, Grandpa's cough medicine cures gum pain.
Well,
it sure does.
Grandpa's cough medicine is different now. It's scissor, It's got that little bit of extra juice inside,
So, Mikkel, you missed it earlier.
What did I miss?
I made the official announcement that DogeLord Coffee's back for a limited time while we're bringing back classic DogeLord.com designs per request.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen that DCA Adventure shirt you've been holding on to. Like, I think you need another one.
Bro, the DCA Adventure shirt that I have doesn't even say DCA Adventure anymore. It's just gray.
It's just gray.
It's just Heather Gray at this point. It says nothing. Like it's.
How long have you had that shirt? Probably about 6 years by now.
Since it came out, like
it's origination.
So like what, 3-4 years now, probably.
Well, I ran DogeLord.com for 4 years. And then DogeLord Coffee's been around for 2 years now. Coming August.
So it probably had it about 3 or 4 years. Like the actual DCA shirt itself.
Mm-hmm. So yeah.
Remember, I got one as soon as you were like, "We got them," and I was like, "Got one."
Got it. It's already in my box on delivery.
So yeah, I probably had it about 3, 4 years, probably,
Oh yeah, it's seen so many things.
maybe.
All right.
3 years easy.
Plus, let's not forget you haven't exactly been gentle with it.
No, I have not. I like literally used the shirt when I like built my house. I was like, I used it as a t-shirt. It was not a novelty item.
You wrote it dirty, put it away wet. Shame.
Right. Washed it with the jeans, like rough as can
Oh
be.
Lord.
Oh no, not the cotton on the cotton. No.
Oh
No,
yeah,
not the
cotton with
jeans on the
jeans.
cotton.
Cotton with the stonewashed jeans? No. At least do it with the
Doing
khakis.
forever.
Just do it with the khakis only.
Wash it with the underwear. Yeah.
Underwear and socks. It'll be safe there.
Right?
Well,
One of us. One of
long
us.
as-
Hell no.
Oh,
So, Mikkel, what's your DCA goal before the next bull run?
ooh.
The next bull run.
That's what the title of
Get
the
the
show is today.
Yeah. So I don't know, my next goal for the bull run is to own some more Bitcoin. Just owning more Bitcoin than I do right now.
Just being a whole coiner.
Yes.
I mean, that should be everybody's goal.
Yes. Even
Yep.
though you have 0.01 BTC, you're probably still in like the top 1% holders.
Not anymore, man. That rankings is like changed dramatically.
Has it? I
Yeah.
haven't seen anybody put any like low end stats up yet, or anytime recently anyway. It's all been FUD. Like, who cares what Wall Street's saying about crypto? Don't care.
The honey badger don't give a fuck.
So let's see if I can pull it up.
I mean, I know a lot of corporations have probably a shit ton of it just stored away at this point. Which, I mean, we root for it to go up, but, hopefully they lose their private keys in a boating accident. Like so many of us,
One could hope.
Never take your paper wallet surfing. I mean, what?
I know.
Seriously, what the heck?
Never go to the sea of Titanic either at this point.
Oh Lord. Titanic's just become the same as Antarctica. You can't go there no more.
Right.
The name of it really stuck out to me. The name of the craft.
Oh, what is it? Ocean something.
Ocean Gate.
Yeah.
Seriously?
like
The Titan.
like Obama Gate, Watergate. Come on, man.
Like that wasn't a clue that you shouldn't get on?
Or if it even existed. Or if they just challenged themselves and everyone's still living.
No, the people
Well,
in the
now-
Challenger were good until the sudden stop at the bottom. And they've got some like recording of them like panicking. We'll keep it PG. They were panicking right before the Navy heard the thing implode. It's like, oh. People are like wondering. They saw a TV monitor that was like
This was wrote July.
screwed into the side panel, and they were wondering if like one of those screws that they use compromised anything. It's like,
Yes,
oh,
this
my
article was
God.
wrote July
One screw, right?
of 2023. So literally, or June of 2023. No, July 4th. So literally not that long ago. Percentage of people that own Bitcoin. So the amount of people that own at least 0.01 to 0.1 at a current time period. That current percentage is 9%.
Oh, that's a
Of
lot.
the total addresses
Dang.
out there. 9%.
People be hodling. Good job, buddies.
Yeah.
9% of
Somebody must have seen one of our lives. That BTC.
Right.
Ooh.
And to see it in a core
Oh no,
wallet,
sorry,
you know.
25%. That's 25%.
Oh, I love that too.
Oh, yeah,
That's
definitely don't need
that's
it
even
on.
better.
Definitely
Yeah,
don't
25%. Sorry. Their chart's kind of small.
Small.
It's kind of tiny.
It's kind of
Small. The amount of people in the world that own one Bitcoin is 2%. I find that to be kind of or number of addresses.
2% of wallets or 2% of population?
Wallets, not population.
Yeah, that'd be it's. I mean, we were probably still in the hundreds of a percentile in population. You know, it's crazy to think crypto's been out for this long and we're still.
I mean, if you're holding your Bitcoin on an exchange, is it really your Bitcoin?
No.
So with that thought pattern, then those people, even if they have 5 Bitcoin, they are not being counted because they own no Bitcoin.
Yeah, nope, sorry. You know who
I mean, it
owns
was what was it, Robinhood the other day? They listed what Solana and Matic. I was seeing people in the Solana community that were holding Solana on Robinhood. I don't know why they would be doing such a thing, but their Solana was being liquidated for them because they had no other option. They couldn't transfer different coin, nothing. They just were liquidated at the price that they deemed appropriate. Which if they bought back when Solana was in the hundreds, they just took a good
big huge
I don't know $80 haircut per coin.
Big L. It's a big L.
Without consent.
There was no.
But they never
Robinhood
owned
got
it.
to keep everything.
No, Robinhood doesn't own any crypto. It's a third-party offering.
Yeah, it's all just on the books.
It's on paper, which means Robinhood got to keep everything.
Yeah.
They just kept the fees. You got the losses, they got the fees.
Allegedly, they never held any coins at all.
Yeah. I truly
allegedly.
It was all oh, you want this? Sure, give us this much cash for this time. And then all it was electronic ledger at that point. And they're oh, so we owe this guy X amount of this, and if it goes up or down or whatever,
Yeah, basically, if you put in $100 and then it goes down to $5, Robinhood got $100.
They robbing your hood,
and then they sold your shit and gave you $5.
Yeah, they had, like Gunny said, they robbed your hood.
Right.
Rich giving to the poor, we're taking from
robbing you. Do 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 do.
Terrible, man. I get it, but if you're gonna do a life of crime, why scam people? Scam corporations, scam the government, scam Amazon. Why are you gonna scam your fellow man? Fuck that shit.
Man, crypto is nothing but scammers.
It's terrible.
And I would say that
in Arabian Princes,
all influencers out there that are outright shilling coins, they're profiting by doing so. It's let's be real. They're getting paid. They're not sitting there shilling some poop coin, and then when you call them out on it, they just go, I don't want to hear it. This coin's amazing. It's damn, I know where you're going with this one. Good luck with I hope you can sleep at night is all I can think in back of my head, because
I mean, I can't break it off in people like that. It's not very nice.
But X-Coin is the next Bitcoin.
Right. And
X-Coin.
And influencers.
X is insert whatever coin, because
right.
every coin is, the next Bitcoin.
Right, and you'll find
That's usually my stay
influencers-
clear sign is when they say those words. The next Bitcoin. That's usually my my sign. You know what I mean?
Big boy crypto.
Red flag.
Oh God.
Oh wait,
man.
do you have a core wallet?
Multiple coins can have multiple different uses and not be Bitcoin.
True story.
Bitcoin is always Bitcoin. Like
You know
My
what
my
happened?
other red flag. My other red flag is when you bring up the drawbacks of whatever that coin that they're talking about is. That they pretend as if the drawbacks don't exist.
Like, oh, it's perfect. It's flawless.
hey, you leave my
or it's not
Solana
that bad.
alone. Know where you're going with this, and you better watch your dirty little mouth.
I mean,
Oh, Billy.
what issues did Solana have?
Bitcoin
No
price.
issues. They don't have any issues.
They've never had a
Do
problem.
not have any chain issues. No validator issues.
Never.
None of that. They are
Well, it's
99% uptime. Take that dirty name out of your mouth.
Man,
So Billy just popped up in chat and he says, "What's up, gentlemen? I'm so pissed at myself for missing the live stream last week. The other day I was at work, got busy as hell, and totally slipped my mind. So mad at myself. Are you doing another giveaway?"
no.
not
But we
right
are.
now. But
DogeLord is
Yeah.
opening the store again. If you haven't heard about that yet, or you know about this, have you heard about this?
No, I no. Unless he's paying attention to the Discord. Yeah, DogeLord Coffee's opening back up for limited time. We're bringing back some classic original DogeLord.com designs per request. I'm not going to be making a whole library of shit that's not going to get sold. I'm only doing the stuff that is actually being requested from serious
Yes.
people who are,
Mr.
wanting to
DogeLord
purchase.
Coffee up in the Discord.
Yep.
Like, yo, man, I need this special shirt, or I need some leggings, or I need a pair of shoes, or I need a desk.
it's not like a poop coin. It'll hold its value.
But yeah, I will say that when it comes to, I'm not pushing the coffee subscriptions simply because I don't anticipate getting enough to actually keep the store open. But if you are wanting the store to stay open,
Challenge accepted.
talk to your friends, your coffee friends, and tell them I need a minimum of 10 coffee subscriptions to keep the store open, just to pay the bills.
Yeah, man. Websites cost money to operate, especially delivery websites.
Mhm.
But you know what my favorite crypto is that has 100% uptime?
Bitcoin.
Litecoin.
Litecoin.
Litecoin's the only one that's
Litecoin,
had
oh,
100% uptime.
Yeah.
Bitcoin in its early life had a hiccup with an issuance for one block.
Very early life. I mean, if you weren't around back then, you probably wouldn't have noticed it.
It was back in 2010 where they had an issuance of like 50,000 Bitcoin. And they they rolled back the blockchain for the correction on there. But you were also talking about early
new.
first tech.
Like, this is when you were still CPU mining and getting a lot.
Right. They were still just running regular SHA function.
Yeah.
So there was inherent issues with the original SHA function. And with the library, the way that Satoshi Nakamoto did the original coding was like, it worked, but it was clunky at best.
It's always an ongoing project, with all this
Right. It was just that he built so much inside of one folder.
stuff. Yeah.
Like, there was no sub branches going, oh, if it runs into this, we should probably do this. And it would make it so much more efficient because your call functions would be faster. But it worked. They've sorted out those issues over the years. But some of the early day Bitcoin, there was clunky issues with it. 2-hour block times,
Yeah, like the first couple of bull runs that you saw with Bitcoin, everyone like gave it so much shit because when you overloaded the exchanges to buy, it crashed. Well, or it didn't crash, but I mean, you'd be sitting what? I think did we get up to like 2 or 3 week wait time on BTC for a while there?
Yeah. I remember waiting 2
Wait for your
days.
funds to clear.
I remember waiting 2 days. Those were the days.
And you're sweating bullets, man. You make that
Thank
buy.
God for SegWit.
Like, this is a scam. Everybody got salty as hell.
I remember I didn't start until like the 30-minute wait time, and that was sweating bullets enough. It's like I can't imagine 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, I had him like you transacted in a non-SegWit wallet. You do that. You could still do that today.
Well, I was buying it
and
back. They'll use it on Tiger Direct.
Pay a crap ton in fees and take forever.
Yep. It's
Like,
like you want to see a
Hey, but
$5
you know
fee.
what? It'll be secure.
Yeah, it would be.
True. And you could
Super
sit there and watch how many authentications it had on the blockchain.
And then you can watch all the other blocks pass you and all the transactions pass you. And be like, why isn't mine going
wasn't
through?
You wanna sit there and see a really big trick, guys. And I've done it before, and people think that I'm nuts when I do it. But
I thought you stopped working on the corner.
He
I
is
know.
nuts.
But sitting there paying 1 Satoshi per byte.
Yeah, he's pretty crazy.
I mean, what do you think you are, Doge?
It still will. It still will clear.
Yeah, it'll clear.
It just takes. It'll take you 8 hours
It's at the
before it'll
bottom
be
of-
accepted.
You can do it.
Approvals. Yeah.
If you're not in a hurry,
one
you can
for
do
one.
one Satoshi per byte.
It's like
Yep.
waiting for the mail to get there for your check,
That's when you know you've double checked your sending address and you know everything is correct, and you're like, here we go, bing.
That was one thing I tried to get with people who I got into crypto was
Double check, triple check.
yeah,
Right.
dude, go copy and paste that shit. Sit there and type that out,
Right.
because especially doing that, like, of course, then the address is in your clipboard folder like forever. So if you don't go and clean that stuff out, some hacker can access that stuff. Just keep it clean, input it. I don't use password generators. I don't use password keepers. Like all that stuff freaks me out because it's just like another loophole for someone to get your info from.
Right. Using a double firewall,
I mean, yeah, especially like those 2FA stuff. Like, what is it? The Google one. Was it? What do they call it? Accent or what is it called? Authentication, Authy or whatever. All that stuff. Can Authy get hacked?
2 factors and stuff. Yeah.
Authy got hacked.
Yeah, Authy.
But yeah, I mean, that's all it takes. It's like you didn't learn your lesson, from all this other, personal information getting leaked from people getting hacked websites and stuff. I mean, don't have the same password for everything and, stay frosty.
Right.
Trust no one. Trust no one.
My password's FBI Van 1. Shit, I shouldn't be telling people that.
Password is password.
Password is root.
Password is 1744. Your wife is cheating.
Yeah.
You dirty bitch. How dare you?
Oh wait, sorry, that's the name of my Wi-Fi.
Oh, you mean yours isn't
actually saw a
the
video.
FBI surveillance van?
Hey,
Yeah.
are you still Sans AC over there, buddy?
Yeah, currently I'm doing okay without AC.
Yeah.
I don't use
Yeah.
AC, so I'm in the DogeLord camp right now. I'm not using any AC except in the bedroom, because the wife would be absolutely miserable in there.
I couldn't do it, man. Like
The only time I turn on air
the second
conditioning,
you step outside today,
I
it
have
was
a unit
sweat.
just for one room, and that's the master bedroom. So like 2 days ago, it was like past 100 degrees, and I had the swamp cooler downstairs. I'm hosing it down because the water pump's broken. So I'm going out every 15 minutes to 30 minutes to hose it down, and then using it as high pressure and opening the windows upstairs to push hot air through the entire house to cool off the whole house. Push the hot air out.
See, I've got 3 fans that I was using for cooling down all the mining rigs, and I've just got them blowing out. And now I've just got all the windows in the rest of the house open, and oh my god, you stand in the doorway for the mining room. Oh my god, I was like
hurricane force winds,
dude. You could I could partially close the door, and the door is just blowing back open. I'm like, wow, I'm moving some serious. Each fan is like 6,000 CFM on high.
It's like when you leave in the data center, you know, if you click your badge on the door and it automatically opens,
like,
it might hit you in the face.
Right.
Oh crap.
No, there was one day it was so hot. I actually I jumped in the shower and I brought my shirt with me. And I got it soaking wet, wrung it out, and then tossed it in the tub while I cooled off with cold water. And then sat in front of the fan with the shirt on and just swamp coolered myself.
Wump it in, baby.
Just let the wet shirt dry.
Yeah, no, it was so humid today. Like ridiculously humid. Like it's terrible living in East Coast swampland, man. No,
it's been extremely humid here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been raining like a lot.
Yeah, we just got the rain today. Came through.
Yeah, see, that's one thing I don't mind. If I'm on the East Coast and it's humid as hell, rain's not too far away.
Yeah, I'm in Florida. It rains probably like 4:30 every day, like clockwork.
And if you don't like the rain, you just go on the other side of town and it's dry.
Yeah. Well, I mean, by the time you get in the car, it'd probably stop already.
No. You see, my grandmother used to live out there before she passed away, and like you would see it raining on one side, and then you'd get to the other side of town. There's no rain. You could see the rain.
Yeah, it's because it's so flat. You can see for so long. You just see.
Oh my god.
There was one time.
Problem being on America's wing, you know.
My brother wanted to go outside and play in the backyard, but it was raining on half the yard. The other half was dry and sunny. Sadie sometimes says Central Texas AC compressors go burr almost 24/7, even without miners, sadly.
Yep.
Yeah.
I would never use AC units on miners after I've done my first iteration. Like once you get to about 20 GPUs, 1,000 watt, 1,000 watt
Yeah.
capable AC unit
But now
can't keep up.
Handle it, yeah.
Yeah, I had 1,000 watt AC unit in the room, and it was on high. The room was sitting at about 90 degrees, and I'm like, God, is this AC unit not working? I get my head up by it, and like I can feel the cold air coming out. I'm like, wow.
There's so much heat participating in the room, you're screwed.
Good old 1070s and 1070 Ti's, the little furnace makers, dude. Oh my God.
The OG farms, man.
110 watts a piece times 20.
All better frame open there.
Hell yeah, dude. Actually, no. I hung them off of a rack like a swap. They were like a meat locker. Yeah.
Meat locker mining.
Hell yeah. That's
That'd
why
make a
my
fun
first.
name.
That's why
Yeah,
my
you-
first rig I named it Medusa, and then below it I had Medusa's lair
Oh, nice.
because it was like there was no clean like I didn't have there was no cable management for it because
It was just piled in, yeah.
It was
Well, it
hard. It
wasn't-
was hard to cable manage those when they were
Oh
like
my
that because
God.
then you were pulling the cards one way or another, but
Yeah.
pulling on the cables.
yeah, and they didn't
Like you
have
just kind
custom
of had
length.
to like let them dangle.
Yeah, they did. There was no
Um,
custom
let 'em
length,
lie.
so you were like trying to figure out what was the shortest route for these cables to be able to reach.
Oh man, I mean that was the fun part about, the whole journey into the space and like starting mining and stuff was like, we got really good, we all got PhDs and setting up mining equipment now.
Right.
Probably less than the amount of people in the world that own 0.01 Bitcoin knows how to set up a mining rig.
There you
I
go.
think that is a fact. It's like a good maybe 5% of people that are in crypto, I would say, know how to actually set up a mining rig.
Yeah.
I'd say.
You tell people you can mine crypto, they just look at you like you're funny. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
This is literally my cash machine. Okay, I turn it on, it goes burr. It puts tokens in my account. We done.
Right. And then you just have to deal with the heat.
Yeah, dissipate heat and pay electric bill.
Right.
Yeah.
Two little things, not much.
I mean, back in the day, it was so profitable, like for a lot of the stuff. So then they started getting crafty, with multiple rigs and ASICs and FPGAs, and it's crazy now, man.
Natural progression of things.
Good old days when you could be super profitable on a decent GPU. I mean, a decent CPU with like Monero.
Right.
I miss those days.
Yeah, those were the days.
I mean, I don't know about you, but man, CPU mining is still kind of profitable.
Yeah, of course.
A little lucrative, but still strangely profitable.
You're not getting whole pieces of the pie. You're just getting fractions.
Oh yeah. The days of like amazing mining are long gone. Same thing with the faucets.
Oh yeah, I remember those too.
Yeah, a lot of the faucets are
Paper clicks.
long gone, dried up.
Well, it got expensive for those miners to be producing the coins like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Reminiscing about the good old days. People are just getting into crypto. We're reminiscing about 10 years ago.
They're like, what the hell are these guys talking about?
Faucets and what the hell's a faucet? You can get whole Bitcoins for free. Yeah, they used to have things that you can take surveys for like 2 or 3 Bitcoin.
Yep.
Yep.
Triple OG days, baby.
But what
Not
sucks is
anymore.
that like actually doing one of the surveys and actually completing all the tasks was a pain in the ass. Especially when they're like, oh hey, do this survey and then sign up
somewhat
for
easy.
this service, and they always had
No,
attachments to some
the
kind.
the Bitcoin ones weren't quite like that.
Well, all the ones that I had looked at were.
Yeah, I didn't see them like that.
Most of them were just clicking like dice rollers and shit, wasn't it?
Yeah, some of them were dice rollers. Some of them were some of them were dice rollers because basically while you were playing the game, they weren't telling you, but they were mining on your hardware real quick with your CPU because it was still CPU mineable.
Yeah.
And while you were playing, you hit a block while you were playing, and while you hit the block, they gave you 1 Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Out of the 50.
And if any website runs WordPress, the plugin is still present in WordPress.
No
Or
shit.
you can set it up on the website where it mines Monero when they come on the site.
Yep.
Like there is still a WordPress plugin for that.
That's
But
nice.
you have to be running like a true WordPress like website.
Like built from scratch up. Like none of
Yeah.
those pre-build one.
Yeah, the pre-built sites won't
Right.
let you do it anymore.
You got to actually put
But-
that in yourself.
Yeah.
Which isn't that hard,
Still,
but it makes it harder for some people.
but those that are actually like willing to do it and scrape that, like they're gonna do it.
I mean, it's super scraping at this point.
Super scraping.
Super scrapey, yeah.
You getting scraped left, right.
And it's
front and
always
center.
questionable too, because you never know. Like some dude could be hopping on there with like a Celeron or something, and you'd be like, "Oh, crapped out." And then
Wasn't this website work like at all? Your CPU is balls to the wall right now. Saying, "Ah!"
yeah, that's how you always knew something was wrong when your fans kick up all super high. You're like,
I said it only happened when I'm on this website.
You're doing this. I don't know what's going on."
It almost feels like
I
I've-
just watched
it-
Prawn for 2 hours and it didn't do that.
Yes. Yes.
See, that's the way you can have your store stay open, Chris. Having mine Monero in the background.
Dude, that's
I
the
thought
key.
Monero went the way of the dodo.
No, it's still there. Still using the dark web.
Yeah, of course. You can't keep a good security token down, you know?
Right. It's privacy by nature, dude.
Yeah, it's not like Bitcoin or anything.
Right.
I think the next
Big-
next online venture, I would just create a crypto casino.
And you can still have it mine in the background too. On people.
Exactly.
They're out there.
Using your browser as you play.
They're out there. Most of them are in Europe though, because so they can avoid all the legislation over here anyway. So they're like, "Oh, not operational in the United States." They find out you got a US IP. They're like, "Oh, you cannot play here.
You cannot play here.
You cannot play here, sir. Sorry, not sorry."
This is not the exchange that you seek.
Yeah. Your
It
deposit.
is. No, it's not.
I have
You
a
can't use
VPN. You may now enter.
Poof, and it's there. Oh, such magic. Such Doge.
this. We always know.
Yeah.
We know you don't live here. We know you're using a VPN.
I don't know, man. I think with quantum computing and stuff, like until they come up with quantum VPNs, like everyone's gonna get found out. They're like, "Oh, sorry." But
Your
Hey, man.
ISP says that you really don't live in where you're.
Hey
where
man,
you
all
say
I
you-
can say is that VPN and Onion, you're usually good to go.
from the majority, yeah, of course. But
most of the time.
like I tell people, cybersecurity is a thing supposedly, but I mean, you're only
Yeah, isn't the U.S. government trying to make VPNs illegal now?
They all try to,
Yeah,
but then they would have to like give it up themselves, and that's
themselves.
why it doesn't go through. So I mean, you can tell when they're virtue signaling when it doesn't happen. They talk about
We do that.
they talk about banning fossil fuels, and they're like, well, everything runs on fossil fuels. That ice cream you like, Mr. President, yeah, it takes fossil fuels to get it over there.
Yeah, and if you're gonna ban
Buy it from Venezuela.
plastic, that's the new thing now. How are you gonna ban plastic? It's literally in like everything we use on a day-to-day basis in this country.
Oh yeah,
It's in your food now. They're gonna ban your food.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of in your food,
yeah, they have that lab
You saw that video that I sent you,
orientated
right?
meat now, right? They got that lab grown meat. They let them eat Z-bugs.
No, the lax schlack, that wax that they use to cover to
Ground up
coat
beef
your
is-
fruits and vegetables to make them shiny.
Yeah.
You know where they get the schlack from?
Hmm.
Indian beetle.
Cockroach poo.
Huh.
They
And dead cockroaches.
literally make it like wine. Like some kid stomps
Yeah.
the carcasses and
You want to know what's even cooler?
put that on your fruit.
Well, you got to go down that rabbit hole just a little further.
Okay.
You ever notice that shredded cheese doesn't stick to itself, but slices do?
Well, that's because they have that white powdery crap in the shredded cheese.
No, they have that same shiny waxy substance that they put on apples.
I love
It is.
Look at any of your fruit packaging. Guarantee you're going to see either schlack or lac wax. But the thing is, the cockroach is actually called lassifer.
Lassifer.
Yeah.
Coincidence? Maybe.
You will eat the bugs and you will be so happy you have nothing.
It is one ugly looking bug. But yeah, that's the shit that they use to
you ever
cover your
noticed
hardwood decks.
here
Putting it on your food. Look
here,
at even your organic food.
Yeah.
It still has it.
You know how they're pushing really hard here in the United States, this whole, eco-friendly ESG policy garbage.
Yeah.
You ever notice why they don't do that in China?
Because
I heard they've already got communism over there. So, I mean, they don't have to push any of these stupid, ridiculous policies that mean nothing.
Yeah.
There is already studies that have come out that said that even if America were to completely stop using fossil fuels for everything, that we wouldn't even move the needle more than 0.1%.
No. I try to tell people this, like, the world does not care, okay? You could run diesel generators all day, every day, and the world would just laugh at you. Ha 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 ha.
We're like, look at them. They went to the Stone Age. They look like North Korea now.
And they did it willingly.
Right, dude.
Oh Lord.
Willingly. Well, that's how you get out of these
But
situations. Complacency is the death of you.
and it's legal to propagandize the public now.
Stand up and point your finger at them.
They made that legal in 2013. And
They just made it illegal to for the government to interfere with social media in censoring speech. And now Biden is now going after Biden is going after the First Amendment and trying to file an injunction against the Supreme Court and allowing him to censor free speech.
Yeah, we should be able to censor.
Because he's already being sued for it. Like the Biden administration's already being sued.
Well, how does it look?
And a federal judge actually said
no
that
more.
It was a violation.
Yeah.
And that's why they're filing the injunction so that they can do it anyway.
Yep.
They're like, we don't care.
We want to censor. It's okay. You will not be one of this world very much longer if you do not eat the bugs.
And you know what's the funniest thing though? A lot of that information's on TikTok.
And if
you wonder why they want to ban it.
You want to know what's even funnier too is
they can't censor it. That's why.
It is that here you have them, the censorship, and everybody's like, well, both sides do it. Well, we really want to take the statistics. It's like a 90-10 split for Democrats censoring versus Republicans. And then the ones that the Democrats have utilized inside of what they're talking about for quote-unquote censoring, it's them requesting takedowns of impersonators. Something that violates the terms of service already on the platforms. They
when
were
you have a doctor saying that COVID's a dangerous thing,
and that needs to be taken off, and that is what the Democrats were doing.
They try to discredit. They asked for censorship, and then they say this person's a loony bin. Like you can't let him promote this way of thinking.
No, they were like they were in the whole Twitter files with Matt Taibbi. It came out that the government would come up to them, hey, this tweet at this time from this person needs to be taken down.
Yeah. Axis.
That was it. They were directly going these Twitter.
Pinpointed.
And then they would go up to these people need to be removed off the platform. They did nothing wrong to violate any terms of service, but yet they were removed off of the platform. This was on Twitter. This is happening on all platforms.
You piss off the wrong people, you get unalived, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
In today's day and era, it is not about them sitting there and suiciding you at this point. It's more or less them sitting there and erasing your digital footprint.
Oh yes, like you were never there. Never
Right.
existed. But there is this thing called the Wayback Machine. You can see everything.
You know what's crazy though? They'll erase everything, say you were never there, and then use history to incriminate you. When you were on Twitter, you put this out.
You guys were talking about sides.
You liked this post.
You know, we're all just gonna get out of this once we stop taking sides among each other and take sides up against the people who think they can rule over us.
Oh, Lord, I was enjoying SWAT on Netflix for a while,
Oh yeah.
but it didn't take too long for the agenda to start coming through.
You're like, oh, I'm choking.
Yeah, I love that show too. And then I noticed the same thing, and I was like, huh, okay.
It's like, how convenient that every time a bad
is
guy
it Anon
comes out-
Iser Bush?
But how convenient it is
Fuck
that
you, by Pfizer.
in one particular episode there was a guy saying, "Am I being detained? Am I free to go? You know, what crime have I committed while driving?" You know, and this was the bad guy. Never mind the fact that he was obeying every single law. By obeying every single law, you're the bad guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Only
didn't-
bad guys say that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Free state nationals and like all these independent, you know,
Well, now
it's
now
ridiculous.
you're something that you're gonna lose a lot of people on. You know, when you start telling them that their birth certificates are sold on the stock exchange.
And then there was the episode where one of the SWAT guys asked another person, "Hey, could you be my the godmother to my kid?" And I'm just like, in this show, you're a devout Catholic. That person's not a devout Catholic. You're asking them to raise your child when
If you die,
they're totally not going to raise your child in the way that you would have raised them. It's like, whatever. I just like it because of
Ban the boob
guns.
tube. They know the TV.
I banned it. I banned it a long time ago. Hey, if you block
I
all
stopped
the
watching
news,
it.
if
I
you
stopped watching it.
block all the news channels off of everybody's TV right now, 90% of the world's problems go away.
100%.
Oh, you want proof of this? You want proof of this?
100% of them.
Not only that, but also, if you actually turn off the TV and stop watching the news, you're actually healthier. Look at the Amish. There are actually government statistics and studies on how healthy the Amish
Well,
are.
that's because they
And-
eat naturally grown food and they're always on the go.
And they don't get vaccines, yet they're healthier than everybody else.
Yep.
But that's not the agenda. That's
Somebody
not
was
what the
saying-
pharmaceutical companies want you to know. So
Oh,
they
yeah.
bury it.
Oh yeah.
Somebody was shouting there's no case of autism where the child was unvaccinated.
Oh yeah. And if you notice that the only issue that the Amish
Complain
people
about
have,
autism.
there's only one issue that the Amish people have with children, and it's because of the breeding line. They don't have a big gene pool, so they get Down syndrome a lot.
A little bit of inbreeding going on.
Yeah, so they get Down syndrome because of it. No autism. No
Don't-
cases of
Don't do your
autism.
cousin.
But yeah, think about it. It's like a tiny island when you think about it. I mean, there's only so much room for the population to grow, and you know,
Yeah. Eventually, I mean, you all try to probably assume.
Hey man, the Amish are gonna outbreed everybody 3-1, dude.
No, the
I
Mormons
know.
will.
They're gonna have a huge population swell, you know.
Yeah, no, the Amish are. Their population is growing huge. You know,
Well, my curiosity is how many
7 to
people from
12
outside the
kids.
Amish communities are actually coming into the Amish like, you know what? I want to live this lifestyle, and they become Amish.
It does
Hmm.
happen, but it's not the going in doesn't happen as often.
No, I mean, it's a
That
commitment.
that
And then
that,
and then
that
you
would
also
bring some
got
genetic
Almost
diversity
like
in.
going into like
and
months
then
of
you got to learn like Pennsylvania Dutch.
yeah. Which
There
is
were, I saw a video. It was like a Bear Grylls Survivor thing, but it was a Survivor competition between men and women on an island, remote from anything. And for the guys, it was like a damn vacation. For the girls, it's 24 hours and I can't do this. And it's just like, I mean, I think that the show was total horse crap, but I love the fact that the guys were having the times of their lives.
we don't know where our next meal is coming from, but we'll find it somewhere, and we'll just
Yeah,
have.
they're making nets. They're freaking spear fishing. They're hunter get like they're outdoing
Manly
the
stuff.
natural thing, which is
Men.
Yeah. They knew how to make fires, shelter. They were hunting. They were gathering. They were doing all the survival type stuff.
We roughen the rich, we give to the poor. That's right. We're men. We're men in time.
Tights.
Awesome movie if you've never seen it. It's a
Right.
definitely a goodie.
Love Mel Brooks movies.
Heck yeah. It's good to be
So-
the king.
John Germain says, "Hey Sadie, my kids lived in
life
houses
stinks.
where the AC compressors ran almost nonstop. That small interval in the compressor, short cycling, too small a unit for the heat load."
Yes.
Yeah. The AC unit for my house, the reason I don't use it is because it's too small for this size house. In California, they're like, all the new houses will have all the amenities, central heat and air, but they gave us the smallest unit serviceable, like allowable by law. And it's the same thing with all the new solar that's being
It's the law.
installed on the brand new houses. They only have 6 tiny little panels. They have solar.
I've also seen whenever a compressor starts short cycling, that the drainage, like if it's like either it's pulling off more water out of the air than it can handle, it'll trip the spillage sensor in the drip pan below it. And if it trips that off, it'll short cycle it until it drains back down.
Yeah.
And that's usually an indication of it's either pulling more moisture than it can actually wick out, or the drain tube to get out of the house is partly clogged. That's usually the culprit.
Well, any kind of water drains, sunroof water drains, all that stuff. You gotta blow that stuff out, man.
You see, a sunroof's biggest demise is a freaking leaf.
Yeah. Not just that, but if you always rock with your sunroof open, you get any dust or dirt in there over time.
Oh,
Drains up.
I find for every one that was an actual tube that was clogged, like probably 99% of them had a single leaf covering up just one tube.
Or when that guy thinks he needs a new blower motor because he just hears the leaf hitting the blower motor when he turns the fan
Oh
on.
yeah, because somebody was like, somebody pulled out the cabin air filter. The guy's like, I ain't paying for that, and the person didn't put it back in either.
Nope.
So it's like, oh, you get leaf now.
I did that to my friend's guy the other day. He's like, I was like, dude, your AC sounds like crap. I reached into behind his glove box, pulled out his AC filter, and ripped out his leaves. He's like, it's been like that for over a year. I'm like, damn, dude.
My favorite one is like people are like, I got water in my dash.
Water.
And it's a hot day, dude. And this one took me, like, the first time I came across it, it took me a hot minute to figure it out. Like, go on a test drive, you clearly hear the water sloshing around in the dash.
Oh, I like the water sloshing in the door panels too.
Yeah, oh yeah, those ones are good. That's a different kind of special. So
I love it when the
Those are
seat
bonus
belt is
points.
soggy.
oh yeah. So but
It smells
I-
of mildew.
So like typically whenever I'm working on cars, I try not to like really utilize the customer's AC. One, because I don't want to like get used to. I'm working in a hot shop. I don't want to like
Yeah, it's
get
rough
your
to-
body funky coming in and out of cold air. You know.
Oh yeah, in and out, in and out, in and out. That'll actually give you a heat
Ooh.
stroke.
What'd you say?
So I've been
Gundy.
I've been peppered by old grannies with their cigarette ashtrays getting blown out of the vents, where you get actually
Oh, yeah.
smacked by, because they smoke with the windows rolled up with the vents on recirculation, so it you turn the car around, and it's got an electronic dash, you can't just turn it off.
No.
You turn it on and you can taste it.
Yeah, it blows you right in the face.
So
You're like,
I try not to
All of
do
a sudden,
that
your
anymore.
eyeballs are no longer white;
Oh
they're gray.
God, yeah, no kidding. So I did the one thing I hate doing, which is turning on the AC. So I turned the AC on, and I can hear the blower motor sounding like it's
Did you
dipping
say
in
a
water.
squirrel?
Yeah, you call it a squirrel cage. That's whatever. That's like the in-house terminology for it. Because when you take the blower motor off, if you look at the squirrel exercise wheel for like a squirrel that they run on,
Yeah.
it looks exactly like it, dude. So we call it a squirrel cage. So
it's like a giant blower that they put on a what do they call it? A Founders Edition card.
right. And you can hear it like hitting like splashing around, and you're like, "What the hell is that?" You pull it in, and oh yeah, dude,
Wow.
the drain going all the way up into it had clogged.
Wow, dude, that's a lot of water.
Oh my god, dude! I sat there and like you could smell it. It smells like nasty, moldy swamp, dude.
Yeah.
Already, dude. You're like, and at this point in time, I was really green in my career, so I will tell you, I did not understand what it was that I was seeing. So I walk up to the master tech, and I'm like,
Close
"Hey,"
it down or something.
I'm like, "I have water in the heat exchange box, and I could hear the blower motor splashing water." He's like, "What about the drain? Have you checked the drain on there?" And I'm like, "What drain?" Yeah, I was green, dude. I'm like, "What are you talking about, a drain? I know how an AC unit works. What are you
Like,
talking about this
veterans,
drain
some of
thing?"
them don't
I
even know how to blow out. Like,
What is this
So-
drain?
Drain.
So he's like, pull the car up in the air, and at the firewall, look for a little rubber hose or just a singular hose. I'm like, okay. So I find this little thing hanging out from the firewall, and he's like, stick a coat hanger up in there, fish it out. Yeah. I hate doing that one. I almost vomited when that water came out. It was like absolute like pond water.
Oh,
It like you can see that it was hitting the ground and it was green. And I am
It's
now
like,
covered.
Like emptying was it a waterbed through a garden hose? You know,
or an AC or an air compressor in a shop with no AC.
Oh god, yeah.
Dude, if you
But
don't
this-
empty those things,
But this thing had festered bacteria and mold in it. So
it was
like
slimy.
oh god, I like it came down and it was like glush, and my whole arm is covered in it, dude, and it was so rancid. The master tech is like, well, at least you weren't looking up at it when it happened. I'm sitting here just Oh God!
That's the way I feel about you.
There must have been 2 gallons of water that came out.
Yeah.
At
Oh
that
my
point, I
God.
just want to pour bleach on top of the dashboard just to get it back in there.
Oh yeah.
That's probably not how it
Oh.
would work, but
Probably not.
that would be my instinct.
So what it looked like, and this is my suspicion, if nobody's ever seen those those mud hut hornets, they like make like little mud wasps.
Yeah,
And they
mud nests.
and then you'll see them on like the side of a building somewhere or something like that. It looks like they make a nest in a tube, especially out in this area, and it's kind of common actually. So whenever people are like, "Oh, I got a smelly dash," the first thing I do now is I bring the car up in the air, and I now, this is what I do now. I have a sacrificial blower nozzle, and I just blow up into the hose, and then I stand back real quick and get out of the way.
Oh yeah. The fluid comes right after it, yeah.
Oh my God, dude! You can hear it.
Used to-
Sounds like you're blowing into a bong. Glug 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 glug.
Yeah, after we cleaned it out, we used to blast foam up the drain type, so like the foam would like surround the condenser, and then like just it would all that gunk would just come out of it.
Right.
Like foaming Drano or some shit.
Yeah. You just go up it with the foam, and the foam would you'd hear it like.
Yeah, they
doing-
make an AC cleaner, and you can just like
Oh, and your
spray it right
AC
up in there.
smells superb after you do this clean. Like you get all that out of your box and all that shit. It's so good.
You want to know what I would actually do? I would put the thing on the floor, put it on recirc, and I would sit there and spray it through the intake side, where the air cabin air filter would be, and make it pull it through the whole vent
So
system.
it comes out of the vents. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I was just like, oh God, this is
There's
bad.
lots of things you can do to like clean that stuff out, man. People just, I mean,
The worst one that I had was like,
things like this don't
it
exist
smelled
anymore.
like dirty diapers.
Yeah.
It was like a wet, dirty diaper, and it's a specific type of mold that you have to be in the right region for it. It doesn't pop up everywhere.
You're always on recirc, and you have to smell your feet too. It's gonna stink out your AC.
Oh no, this is like a particular mold, and whatever the mold was, like you couldn't see it, but man, you could smell it. Like I ripped this whole dash apart for it because like we had to replace the pieces of it because there was no getting the smell of it back out of the plastic.
Oh yeah. True
It
that.
was done. Like I cleaned it like 3 or 4 times, and within a week the smell would come back.
Gross.
Oh my God, yeah.
And then you got the customer pissed off. I thought you said you fixed it. I'm
Well,
like,
we told them that it was an infestation of mold. So like we were trying to do what we could before we put the big labor into it of ripping the entire dash apart for 5 tubes
what do you
in
think
the
is-
heater box.
You gotta take the dash out to get the heater box.
Oh yeah. It's not like a Colorado where you unhook it and it just swings off to the
no.
side.
You couldn't just spray the foam up in there, let it drain out.
Oh,
rinse it
no,
out,
it-
and then
Whatever
You know,
this particular
pump
mold,
some pine sol in there.
yeah,
let it drain out.
whatever this particular mold it's rare to pop up, but I've only seen it in this region.
I mean, you guys have like really cold temperatures and hot,
Yeah, we
Oh.
get like these weird sweltering hot days with high rain days the day before, so the humidity's through the roof, and people are trying to pull moisture out of their car.
Yeah.
And these systems are not designed to really pull that much water out.
Dude, AC systems were never really designed to be mobile, so
Right. And you got to think, guys, like the drain tube's the size of a pencil in inner diameter of the tube.
Clearly, yeah.
And you are trying to drain out, a car could have 5 gallons of water in the air. and you're trying to drain that out. Good luck.
Yeah, even just today, I got the dual climate in the Sequoia, so like, you see drainage from the back and the front because it's got the dual climate going on. But
Right.
like, it was dumping out.
Oh yeah.
Like, it would just be constantly on dumping out because.
Oh yeah, I thought my truck had a leak one day, and I'm like, oh, it's
If
AC.
you
I
set
have it
it
running still.
90 degrees, 100% humidity, and you set it at 70, it'll never turn off because you'll never be able to pull it down that low.
No.
Well, guys, we're approaching the 2-hour mark.
Oh yeah, we are. We should probably get up off of here.
And that will conclude.
we're like talking shop over here. Me and
I
Gunny
know, it's
will go on to the car side of things, because
it's a typical Friday,
because crypto and hot rods. Shameless shill.
and shenanigans.
That's
So,
right.
Mikkel, what we got going on tomorrow? Or are you asleep over there?
We got the
Yeah,
hodl
there
life
he is.
going on. We got the hodl life going on.
I see his eyes blinking.
Just reading emails and shit. But so tomorrow I will be going live in the morning time, for the awesome Saturday morning crypto cartoons, right? Starting off, of course, with me at 9 o'clock, cool standard time. And we'll be going live for Good Morning Miners. And then we'll be going on over to Vega for his Caffeine and Crypto starting at 10 o'clock Central Standard Time. Then after that, we'll be going over to the Red Panda himself. The Red Pigeon Panda.
Red Pigeon Panda, that's right.
Red Pigeon Panda will be going live at 11 o'clock Central Standard Time. And I think after that, even Rapid Mining goes live. So, full lineup tomorrow as always.
Yeah, bust him out.
FA to that.
I
You're all out
wonder
for
if
the
Red's
season.
actually shared any of that Pigeon Panda art.
I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, maybe we can get one of those Darth shirts made for him.
Get it printed on. Get it printed on a poster and send it to him.
I can 3D print one for him.
Oh, he needs one real bad, I think. We need to send it to-
Mikkel can do a resin print. It'd be smoother.
Ooh. Always like
No.
acetone.
But it wouldn't be ribbed for his pleasure.
Right.
So you got to design it that way.
You just don't sand off the attaching points, and you put more attaching points than necessary.
No. What you do is you make it like external circuits. So that way it's ribbed.
No. If you if you've never resin
Quote-unquote
printed,
veiny.
yeah, make it veiny.
It's just circuits.
What's as big as mine?
They're circuits,
circuits,
buddy.
that's
They're
right.
not veins. See, they have right angles and everything.
It's not pulsating. That's like it's just sending electrons.
Not spinning or turning or doing
Gyrating. Party time.
moving in a group.
Ah,
Shenanigans.
It's been an excellent FA Friday, everybody.
it
Hell
has been.
yeah.
Thanks for coming.
It's
I
been
agree.
much needed.
Right. So
on.
thank you.
Laugh sometimes.
So-
man. Too serial out there.
So thank you everybody for being here. All that good stuff. Definitely smash that lizardy like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification, all that good stuff. If you are new here, certainly check out the links down below. Join the Discord. It's free, guys. Love to have you part of the community. If not, join the Patreon if you'd like to sit there and support this channel and everything that we do. We got different points of where you can sit there and throw your support. You guys can choose, or you can choose to support all of it, which would make you super FA. I'm just saying.
Links in for DogeLordCoffee.com are now in the live chat for the final time. Guys, if you have special requests from the original
Remember, everybody, we need
DogeLord.com
20 subscriptions for him to stay open.
Yes,
30.
as it is right now, it looks like August 2nd will be the last time that DogeLord will be open indefinitely.
Forever.
So, yeah, after that, if quota can't be met, I can't even take care of coffee subscriptions. So, yeah,
So
this is probably one of the final times we'll be able to do this. So tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your mom and dad.
appreciate it, Chris.
Absolutely.
The
We
sun
love
the
you.
the Sundrop Diet IO bring you to DogeLord coffee.
No, that wasn't my domain. That was
Ah,
Hexdex.
okay.
Got sundrop.io.
Yeah, that was amazing.
That drop.
Oh man, that was hilarious. So, yeah, guys, it's been great having you all here. Absolutely love hanging out on Fridays with you all, and see you guys in the Discord and the chats.
Right.
And definitely tune in tomorrow for Mining After Dark.
Yo.
Yep,
With that
don't
being
forget-
said, peace out. Stay savage. And we'll definitely see you all on the next one. I think DogeLord wants to do an announcement before we leave.
yeah. And we got
I see the look. I see him. He's like taking a
Ladies
breath
and
in.
gentlemen, DCA Adventure is rated F for fucking awesome.
Yo.
Peace out,
And with
everyone.
that, everybody. Peace out.
Stay
Stay
savage.
savage. Yo.
later, everybody.